I told y'all this woman is not grieving. She's glowing. She's literally happier than a cat at a fish fry. Look at her. And not only did she have adoring eyes for J.D. Vance, same adoring eyes for Donald Trump. Sis is laughing all the way to the bank. Somebody say, oh, we love Charlie. She like, Charlie who? And understand, those of you who love Charlie Kirk, you're grieving more for Charlie Kirk than she is. This woman has moved on faster than the Wi-Fi at a hotel lobby. Look at her. She's smiling like she found out her student loans were forgiven. Oh, but it don't end there. Now, when I saw this picture, I was like, now, wait a minute. We're going way too far here. Somebody need to call HR because I know for damn sure this hug comes with benefit. Look at her. She's grieving like the insurance check already cleared. She got the money's in the bank. She looks freer than a kid on their last day of school. Y'all got to understand, none of this is happenstance. So when y'all see all that performative grief, she's laughing all the way to the bank. Don't get it twisted. Sister girl is leaning into this victimhood shit and making money. Faux show.
Now, why do I feel like these two are going to announce that they're an item by the time he's ready to announce his presidential bid? Because there have been a lot of headlines recently that seem to be soft launching his divorce. And then we're getting photo ops like this. While he's saying he wishes his wife would convert to Christianity somehow, even though he converted after they got together. And October started with headlines like this, and it's ending in photos like this. While there are headlines about Usha's looks and how the last few months have aged her, even though she spent most of that time on taxpayer-funded holidays, but I digress.
Baby, the way ERIKA KIRK hugged J.D. Vance on the stage the other night at that Turning Point event was given very cringy and very disrespectful. That is not the way you hug a married man. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all, in her speech, as she's introducing him, she says, and I quote, "No one will ever replace my husband, but J.D. Vance has a lot of similarities." And then when this man comes on stage, she literally gives him this very intimate and passionate hug, as though her hands are all in the back of his head. Baby, the only thing that was missing was the kiss to seal the deal. Do you hear me? And then when J.D. Vance gets on the stage and starts his speech, honey, I don't know if the man was soft launching his divorce or what. He sits up there and say how he hoped that his wife changed her religion to Christianity because of what? Because of what? So now you're saying you want a Christian woman like ERIKA? I don't know, y'all. I know this lady is a grieving widow and her husband just passed away and all this other stuff. But every time that lady opens her mouth, she gets cringy. She gets more darker. Her aura is off. She's off. She's just weird as hell. I don't know, y'all. What are your thoughts? What are your your opinions? But that was crazy.
Happy new month whenever you are watching this episode from. Welcome back to our channel. This is CleanFix Reacts, and I hope you are doing super fine and great whenever you will be watching this episode from. Now, the hug between ERIKA KIRK and J.D. Vance has left the people talking, has left netizens talking, and the internet is on fire with people discussing this all through the weekend till today. People are saying that this hug was giving like, we have some secrets between us, and it's just a matter of time when we announce our little secrets. And others are saying this was so inappropriate, especially considering the fact that ERIKA KIRK, she's a widow, her husband just died the other month, and J.D. Vance, of course, he's a married man. And that hug, the worst thing, the hands on the hair, was giving like, you know, we have done this before. We have practiced this before. We have gone far beyond this before. So it's nothing that can't be hidden. You know, you can't just fake the things that you haven't done to a person yet. And people are really talking about it, saying that if these people knew that cameras were there, why did they do that? People are even asking, do they know that that J.D. Vance is a married man? Does ERIKA KIRK know that she's a widow? Her husband just died the other day. Has she forgotten that she was in the mourning stage? In this video, let's watch people's reaction on this, because the internet is really on fire. And then we'll be sharing our opinions at the end.
ERIKA KIRK and J.D. Vance are already Like, they're already that. Okay. And it's obvious to anyone who even has half a brain cell that people that hug that way are together, or there's already been relations. Okay. I have never in my life hugged a man like that, with my fingers in his hair and, you know, all that. Like, never have I done that if I wasn't really into the man and we had already been intimate. Okay. And nor have I ever had a man hug me the way that he hugged her, with a man's hands on my hips and, you know, all of that. That man was into me. Okay. So this is absolutely a joke right now, what we're watching, because I truly believe, and now I'm listening to Candace Owens, I have felt like this whole thing has been fishy from the very beginning. I'm not alone in that, obviously. And these two, that was a plan all along, because JD Vance was never going to get the support in 2028 that he needs from white Christian MAGA with a Hindu wife. It wasn't going to happen. So they turned Charlie Kirk into a martyr. His wife is this beautiful mourning, well, she ain't even mourning. That's what's so bizarre about it. But, you know, this widow, this, you know, everybody just loves her. She's this cute little blonde. And it's like, was that the plan all along? It's sick out here. Be careful. Oh, seriously. What? I'm sorry, but this whole thing is so weird, and it gets weirder by the day. I think that what we all think and are afraid to say is actually what happened here.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD.
I don't see anything wrong with that, y'all. I see a lot of people like talking about her little speech and what she said about JD Vance, so on and so forth. And like, honestly, I think people are reaching a little bit. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Now, with that being said, this is crazy. No, that's egregious. If any woman ever came up to me and hugged me like that and put their fangly fingers through my naps, it would be a conversation at the house. You don't hug your friends like that. I don't care. That shit was crazy. And then he put his hands up on her hips. I was surprised they didn't dip and dip and dip. You know what I'm saying? I'm back home now. The hand on the head is quite intimate. I don't know about that one. It was definitely weird. Didn't she hold Trump a little too long too? Listen, maybe she's just a super affectionate person. But we watched this and my wife looked at me and I was like, I ain't gonna let it happen. I'm gonna be like, you better get the fuck up off me, bitch. Me and my wife were talking about this. These people are smart. They're not dumb. They know there's cameras everywhere. They know what they're doing. Now, why they did it, I don't really know. Why JD Vance got up there and kind of low-key threw some digs and then kind of embarrassed his wife a little bit, I don't know. That's weird to me.
It is truly an honor to introduce Vice President J.D. Vance, and he's just such a wonderful and lovely man, and his wife, Usha, they have been so wonderful to me, and nobody will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband and J.D. He has the ability to discuss topics in a way that transcends demographics. And it is my honor to introduce Vice President J.D. Vance.
No one will ever replace my husband. No one will ever replace my husband. No one will ever replace my husband.
Girl, what? Why would you say that? Nobody was thinking that. Why would you feel the need to say that? I have a theory. ERIKA, KIRK, and JD Vance are boinking, and you can't change my mind.
Oh, no, y'all. No, ma'am. I just seen a photo of JD Vance and ERIKA KIRK, and that don't seem like no mourning widow to me. No, that picture was too affectionate. Who hugged somebody and got your hands all in somebody's head? No. I can't. But y'all, I seen the video too. Wherever they at, I don't know. She introduced JD Vance, and she basically said, nobody gonna replace the husband, but she see some things in JD Vance that remind her of her husband that is no longer here with us. But listen, y'all, that picture looked too affectionate to me. Y'all let me know. Am I looking wrong or what? But listen, she was hugging this man and had her fingers going through his hair. Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. Y'all repost and share this video and let me know if I'm wrong, because that's it. That's all.
Putting your hands in a man's hair when you hug him, that is a very intimate thing to do. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about that, it's because we're talking about the hug heard around the world. And everyone was trying to come for JD Vance by showing this image where he had his hand on his hip. But if you watch the video, this is not what it looks like. His hand brushed, like, he's not the problem here. This is what I have a problem with. Girl, what are you doing? Now, I went and visited my old job last week or a week or two ago, and I saw some of my old coworkers who are men, who I was close with. They were like my friends. And when I saw them, it had been a while, so I gave them hugs. And I started thinking to myself, if I had, like, put my hands on the back of their heads when I hugged them, how like, they would have been like, whoa, what the fuck? I don't know. Dude, Usha, girl, you're in danger. She's with the leather pants and the crop top. I would be upset if someone did that to my husband or boyfriend. I'm just saying.
Did ERIKA KIRK forget that JD Vance is a married man? Did JD Vance forget that he's a married man? What the heck is this? This is giving we have secrets. This is giving y'all are a little too comfortable. Like, imagine what his wife was feeling in that moment. I'm sure Charlie, though, is happy that she's been grieving just fine, moving on just fine. You know, life goes on. And, you know, her fans just see it as it's her way of processing the pain. Tell me you don't understand affection between mourning friends. If you weren't Val, I'd feel bad for you. This is how you mourn? Or share mourning between friends? Whatever. And don't worry, though. Of course, her expressions, per usual, had her, you know, had to be on camera. There was someone always recording, making sure we got it. This whole situation is almost as cringe as this right here was. But anyway, good for you, ERIKA KIRK, for moving on so swiftly and graciously.
ERIKA KIRK and JD Vance getting all snuggly up on the stage in front of everyone to see has gotten people just crazy. It is making people crazy all over the internet. Now, I don't know about you, but I would not want a woman, especially a woman in black leather pants, canoodling with my husband the way she was canoodling with JD Vance. And then JD Vance, the way that he put his hand on her hip on those black leather pants, like, what the heck was he thinking? People are saying a bunch of stuff that they're trying to push Usha Vance out because they feel that ERIKA KIRK is a better fit for JD Vance because she's blonde and more liked by the right and less liked by the left. But I don't know. I mean, that was kind of raw, the way that they were hugging on stage. I didn't like it. I have nothing against Usha Vance. I feel for the woman. I just hope that she's okay.
Now, the question remains, what secret does ERIKA KIRK and JD Vance know that the public does not know? And another question is, why did they consider doing such a thing when they knew very well that there were cameras all over on them? And also, why did JD Vance do such kind of thing, knowing very well that the wife Usha was there? Considering the fact that we've seen speculations circulating on social media that JD Vance really wants the wife Usha to convert to Christianity. And also, another speculation is that JD Vance, they are probably considering a divorce between JD Vance and Usha? And also, why did ERIKA KIRK say that no one can replace the husband? She can't replace Charlie Kirk. But she sees some similarities of Charlie Kirk in JD Vance. That sounds an alarm to the public. You know, people joining the dots, the divorce, the wife should convert to Christianity. Then ERIKA KIRK comes and says the JD Vance has the same similarities. And then they conclude all these speculations by their, what people are saying, their intimate hug. That shows a message to the public that we are giving some little secrets, that we've been in this before. We know, we have done this before, in private maybe, and we can't hide it anymore. But we haven't made it official yet. But again, my question now, are people overthinking about this? Maybe it was just a coincidence. According to the turn of events, it was just maybe a coincidence, or people linked by destiny will always find each other, because people are saying JD Vance and ERIKA KIRK, they are the perfect match. They share the same similarities and they are liked by the left, you know, what they are saying. So is this a mere coincidence? Can this be actually true? Or people are just overthinking about the whole situation that just happened anyway? And again, are there some secrets between JD Vance and ERIKA KIRK? We don't know yet, but I guess we'll just leave the rest to the public and let things flow. In the meantime, tell me what you think, because all this gives a jet to holiday. Tell me what you think about the videos we've just seen. Tell me what are your thoughts on this one, and see you in the next video.